63-year-old Zhang Guiying has been collecting relics from the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression for nearly 40 years. He often goes to local antique markets, where he has become an acquaintance of many vendors. Living in an old apartment, Zhang has spent over 200,000 yuan on his collection. His home looks like a small history museum, with over 26,000 historical relics. Many of them are evidence of Japan's aggression against China. A set of Japanese books is Zhang's favorite. They recorded Japan's aggression after the July 7th incident in 1937.
These books record details of 164 combat incidents by Japan against China. The inscription was even written in Chinese by Japan's senior military officer.
Zhang has also collected 7 combat topographic maps drawn by the Japanese and a Japanese textbook of their occupied areas, which is evidence of the propaganda they used in Chinese students' education. Japanese pictorials are also a major part of Zhang's collection. They illustrate Japan's aggression against China from 1937 to 1941.
These pictorials carry lots of photos shot by Japanese military correspondents. From these pictorials, you can see that Japan believed its aggression was justified. But these photos have now become evidence of their sins.
In recent years, Zhang has taken part in many local history exhibitions to display his collection. He estimates that nearly 200,000 people have seen his collection.
My home is also a place for exhibitions. Nearby residents, community workers, journalists, and other collectors are all my guests.
Zhang has also collected some relics from Chinese soldiers, including over 1,000 medals for combat victory. And Zhang is a big fan of Chairman Mao Zedong. He has hundreds of badges and books of Mao.
Remembering history is a must for every Chinese, and there are many ways to remember history. My collection is one way, and for me, it's also a lifestyle.
Zhang Guiying is among many who have been collecting items from China's history in the early 20th century. Although many people don't understand their persistence in collecting these items, each of these objects has a story to tell. And perhaps more importantly, they ensure that history will never be forgotten. Kunst CCTV Shanxi Province.